Good morning, first grade friends. I think I speak for all first grade teachers at AES when I say that we love you and we miss you so much. We hope that you're staying healthy and safe right now. Parents, we have just been given permission to allow you to access your child's Freckle account and their Lexia account. So, in just a minute, I'm going to kind of walk you through logging on. I do want to go ahead and say that we have kind of tried to play around with it on a cell phone, and so far we do not see that it's compatible on a cell phone, either one of these programs. So, you're going to need to access your child's accounts through a tablet where you'll download the apps or a laptop or desktop where you use a web browser, which I'll be walking you through in just a minute. So, like I said, so far right now, we do not see it's compatible with a cell phone, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you're on a web browser on your laptop or desktop, you're going to want to go ahead and log into the OraCountySchools.net homepage. It'll look like this. Go ahead and scroll down till you see the puzzle piece where it says Student Learning Commons and click on that. This screen will pop up, and this is giving you two options to log into your child's account. So this right here is going to let you scan your child's Clever badge, which, like I said, your teacher will be sending to you probably in the next 24 hours or so. So this is where you'll scan their badge. You're going to need to be very careful of how you scan it. So you're going to need to, kind of play with the distance and make sure you're holding it steady. Sometimes it can be a little finicky. If that is not working after a few minutes, you will click this right here with the Active Directory, and this will kind of log you on in that secondary way. And your teacher should also be giving you that information in the next 24 hours or so. So if you try to log in with your Clever badge, you're just going to click the Clever badge. Mine is showing this big purple blob. You might need to give your browser permission to use the camera. So something should pop up over here or over here where it says, your browser is not allowing this. Do you want to allow it or block it? And you'll press allow. So then your camera will pop up right here where you'll scan your child's Clever badge. The secondary way is you'll click on this right here and you will be directed to this screen right here. So then you'll be able to type in your child's username and password, different from the badge. The badge is, like I said, something you scan, and then the secondary way is just a username and password that goes along with your child. So there's two ways to log in. I'm going to use a child's login information just to kind of show you what Lexia looks like, and so that you'll kind of know what your child's working on. So you will put in your child's username and then password. Make sure that when it says, is this your name, that this is your child's name. We have a lot of students who accidentally log on because their first initial and their last name are exactly the same. So just double check and make sure your child's on their name. And then when it says their name, just click yes. It takes a second to kind of log in. All right, so then your child's personal homepage of their Lexi account will look like this. It should say their name on the top. This is where it says their goal. So this is their minutes that they need to be on the Lexia app. We recommend that you don't go over doubling it. So for example, Aria's minutes are 20. She would not want to exceed 40 minutes. If your child's goal is 30 minutes, don't exceed 60 minutes, and so on and so forth, just to kind of make sure they're not on it. We don't want them on it for hours and hours. This is just kind of like a bubble that shows how long they've been on Lexia. So you want to make sure this is completely filled with their time, which means they've met their goal. From here, they will know to click on this arrow to kind of begin their lessons. I do want to point out over here, this says units this week. This means like the lessons they're completing. It should take about 5 minutes to complete one lesson. So if Aria's goal is 20 minutes, she should be completing 4 to 5 lessons. So this right here should say 4 to 5 once she's done meeting her minute goals. If your child is only completing one lesson and they've taken 30 minutes, that means they're struggling and you may need to assist them. I can see all of their information, and I'll be doing as best I can to give you skills that they need to work on, and I will send you information about their progress as they're completing their levels. So just kind of keep an eye on this. Make sure they're not exceeding it too much, but make sure they're not only completing 1 or 2 lessons if they're on there for 60 minutes or so. So from there, they'll click on their arrow, And this will kind of take them to their own personal lessons. So each child is going to look different than this one that I'm showing you. So like I said, just kind of, this is just kind of what and they know how to access this. They do this all the time in class. So they are very, very familiar with it. So this is how to log in with their Lexia Core 5. I'm going to show you how to access their Freckle account. So this is the homepage, the Clever homepage. You will click on your child's teacher's first grade page. You can scroll down. The Lexia app's right here that you'll access their Lexia account. And then their Freckle app is right here. So you will click on the Freckle app. This is for them to practice math and other concepts. So once you log on with your students, it'll look like this. Mine looks a little different because mine was the teacher version, but this is what your child's will look like. It'll pop up like this. It'll have ELA, math, and from my teacher. You can do ELA. We haven't really played around with the ELA part because we use the Lexia Core 5 app for that. So they usually use math on this. So we do recommend they just stick on math with this. So they're going to click on math. They need to go to the adaptive math, which is this little car right here. They'll click on that. And then from here, they'll be allowed to complete their lessons. So they kind of know exactly where they're at and what lessons they need to complete. It reads it to them, so just make sure that the volume's up because it'll read the directions to them. I'll show you an example. So, for example, this one says what number is missing in the 100 chart, so they need to be looking carefully. If they can't read this and you're not available to kind of assist them, they'll click this right here and it'll read the directions to them and read the choice options to them. So that's a really good feature to have in case you can't sit down with them and complete this. So just make sure your volume's up if your child's on either one of these apps. So I hope this was super helpful for you. If you have any questions, please know that we are here to help you in any way we can. We're kind of learning all this stuff along with you, so please don't feel overwhelmed. Just reach out and let us know if we can help you in any way that we can. We'd be happy to assist. Squeeze your babies for us and tell them we miss them and we love them and that we, want to make sure that they're continuing to grow and learn. And so these are just some apps that they can practice that they've been doing in class, they should be familiar with, just so they can continue to grow and learn and be those sweet little first graders that we know so much. So, like I said, feel free to contact us. We should be giving you their login information if they haven't already in the next 24 hours or so. But like I said, if you don't receive that information or the badge isn't working, please use that secondary login information that we are going to be sending to you. So yeah, we look forward to helping you in the future. Thanks so much.